Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. We got some more 2A news for you. We're going to dive in. This one is a doozy. I'm telling you, this one comes from the Western Journal. It's called Red Alert. Breaking dim legislation could end gun sales to all current firearm owners forever and require DOJ license. Wow, that's a lot to unpack. So we are going to get into that. First, I would like to thank our friends at Cannadips. I am telling you, I absolutely love this product, right? You know that dipping is a nasty habit. This does not have any tobacco in it, no nicotine. It is not addictive at all. It uses very, very safe and sturdy CBD, great for aches and pains, great if you have a hard time falling asleep. It doesn't have any foul odors. These are produced in Humboldt County, California. Really great people, patriots, really freedom-loving people. These are 100% THC free, so CBD only. Wait a minute. Can we do this? Okay. All right. These are 100% THC free, and these are the bomb. In fact, I got my favorite ones in my pocket right here. There's a couple of different flavors you can get. Natural mint is kind of my jam, but you got wintergreen, you've got tropical mango, you've got American spice, you've got tangy citrus. If you use the code USACBD, you get 50% off of their CALI roll, which is all 5 of these. It's kind of like a sample pack, all right? So check them out. Go to Cannadips. Their website is cannadipscbd.com. Click on the CALI roll link and then use the code USACBD for 50% off your order. All right, so get yourself some Cannadips because you're going to freaking need them after this. And one of the things I love about the Cannadips is you don't have to worry about walking around like smelling like your aunt from Woodstock. Just something to think about. Anyway, I digress. Let's get into this. Okay. Do you want Merrick Garland to decide if you're eligible to own a gun every time you acquire a new firearm? Oh, and by the way, this article was written by Mr. Richard Moorhead, May 19th, 2022. Sorry about that. Thanks for the article, Richard. Senate Democrats are pushing gun control in their run-up to the midterms in the form of a bill introduced on Thursday. They're using the Buffalo mass shooting as a political tool, even though the gunman easily bypassed New York's gun control laws to attack unarmed grocery shoppers. Democratic Senator Cory Booker, Richard Blumenthal, and Bob Menendez are introducing the Federal Firearms Licensing Act, according to Politico. The law would fundamentally revise gun ownership from a right enjoyed by American citizens to a privilege bestowed by the government at its own discretion. Acquiring or buying a new gun would require a lengthy licensing process through the Department of Justice each time you purchase a firearm. So basically, they're going to add a whole bunch of red tape is what this proposed idea is to. And they want to basically disenfranchise people from the ability to exercise their rights. Anytime you place, whether it is a very difficult, logistical barrier, a financial barrier, no matter what that barrier might be, when you place those barriers and hurdles in between the people and their rights, it makes it more difficult and problematic for them to exercise their rights. And that's by design. This is not in the interest of public safety. This is totally in the interest of keeping average people from becoming a firearms owner. And basically just this is meant to be a deterrent to keep them from going through the lengthy process. The harder it is to do something, people might go, well, you know what? I thought about it. Maybe I really don't want a gun, right? They want people to come to that realization by making it so incredibly difficult. The gun industry is already one of the most highly regulated industries there is, right? It's already hard to buy a freaking gun as it is. There's already tons of things in place that make it very difficult. The firearms industry is by far one of the most heavily regulated industries already. I won't even go there when it comes to, well, the Second Amendment says it shall not be infringed. I mean, I don't know how much more clear that can be. Apparently, the people that drafted this bill did not get that memo clearly. Buying a gun from a licensed firearms dealer already requires a NICS background check. Existing law prevents felons from buying or owning guns. Booker's bill would give the Attorney General discretion to approve or deny a federal firearms license, even if you've never been convicted of a crime. Now, just to clarify what they're referring to there, we're talking that they could say, well, all right, you want to open up an FFL. They could say, we're not going to let you open up a FFL, and they could give you any reason they want to. Great example, okay? All right, big shout out to Dolores, all right? Apalachicola, Florida, okay, Franklin County, Dolores' Sweet Shop. You go in there in the morning and you get yourself an amazing breakfast sandwich or an awesome plate of food, and guess what? She is the only FFL in Franklin County, and it's in a sweet shop. And it's this unassuming little old lady who's going to get your gun in and transfer it for you. They would tell Dolores, stick to sandwiches, lady. You can't have an FFL. What are you, crazy? We don't want to give them that ability, right? The Attorney General would be able to deny a firearms license if they determine that the prospective gun owner poses a significant danger of bodily injury to self or others by owning a firearm. The federal government could deny Americans gun rights if they've ever been arrested or have a history of drug or alcohol abuse. They can even be denied for the unsafe storage or handling of firearms. Furthermore, some could be denied a firearm because of a recent acquisition of firearms, ammunition, or other deadly weapons. Imagine that, getting denied by the federal government to purchase a gun just because you've already purchased a gun. I mean, because you've bought one in the past. How crazy is that, right? Applicants for federal permission would also have to submit proof of taking extensive safety classes. Learning how to properly handle firearms from your parents simply won't cut it. Gun control is one of several issues in which public opinion has swayed away from the Democratic platform in recent years. Great point. I've said that over and over again, right? That laws are downstream from culture, and culture is changing. When it comes to the Second Amendment, more people are embracing the concept of self-preservation, and not a moment too soon, right? We're already on over 25 states that now have permitless carry, which Georgia was the 25th. Took them a while, but hey, better late than never, right? And a big thanks to Kemp for signing that into law here in Georgia. Wow. Okay, let's get into this a little more. Attempts to ram through massive gun control packages during Barack Obama's presidency ended in failure for Democrats. Making gun ownership a privilege to be bestowed by the federal government rather than a right is a questionable plan to reverse Democrats' dismal midterm prospects. The gun control package is all but dead in the 50-50 Senate, but Republicans hoping for a midterm campaign boost may want progressives to emphasize the federal gun license proposal as much as possible. Maybe they meant to say Democrats. I can't. Well, look, maybe there is, a situation where maybe there are Republicans and Democrats that, do not exactly hold the ideals of the Second Amendment true to their heart, such as, the way we do. That maybe could be a valid argument. But, there was one interesting word in there that struck me there near the end in that last little blurb there, and that's privilege, right? Everybody wants to talk about privilege this and privilege that. They want to convert your right to self-preservation into a privilege? Come on now. That's one of the most drastically terrible things we could ever expect out of our society. Self-preservation is a human dignity, a human right, something that we should celebrate, the ability that in this modern world we have the ability to protect ourselves with firearms. I mean, that's a beautiful thing. We should embrace it. Time will, only tell how this all pans out, but that's a great article, and I wanted to share it. I saw it the other day, and I thought it would be a great read, and it was straight to the point. But obviously, it goes without saying that while this probably is dead on the floor, we shouldn't assume it. You should always keep your ear to the ground like a good Indian and, keep an eye on this. But I wanted to make you all aware of it. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And don't forget, go over to Canadips to the website. It is CanadipsCBD.com and use the code USCBD for 50% off if you want to try one of these logs here. Check them out. Big thanks to Canadips for supporting today's video. Look, big thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being a part of what we do. Go over to Ballistic Ink and pick yourself up a snazzy new t-shirt if you wish. That's one way you can support the channel. We would really appreciate that. Also, don't forget, go over to GOA and sign up, become a member. Gun Owners of America is doing a lot of great work, and they're fighting for your rights every single day. And if you want to throw a few bucks their way, consider doing so. They're a great group of people. Have yourselves a great day. Many more videos on the way. We'll see you soon.